Hello, hi there. My name is Helen Gutia and welcome to my channel. So welcome to my plan for the month video. There was a time I used to be consistent with this video. I would always review the past month and plan for the new month. And I'm hoping that I can go back to that because it really made you feel like you're making progress, and you could question yourself, why didn't you do this and this, and what do I need to improve for the next month. So I'm hoping for the second half of the year I'll be able to be consistent with these videos. And you can already tell that I wasn't planning on being consistent because I'm saying plan for the month, and it's already, today is on 11th of July, so it's not even coming up at the appropriate times. But after I've twisted it, it won't be the plan for the month. I've twisted it a bit. It won't be exactly my plan for the month July. It will touch a little about what I'm planning to do for the month of July, but at the same time I'll be like, what do I plan for the second half of the year? And also we shall be reviewing the first half of the year. For this type of videos, I usually have guided questions which I answer so that I can be able to better review my past month and to plan better for the next month. So basically what we'll be doing will be answering these questions, and at the end of it we shall have reviewed my first half of the year, and we shall be able to plan for the second half of the year. So getting right into the video, we'll ask the question number one. So if you want to plan yourself for your month, maybe from next month, you can answer these questions, and at the end of it they'll help you better plan your month and review your past month. So the question number one is, describe the first half of the year in one word. So describe, how can I describe the first half of the year in one word? And for me, I describe it first. I've done a video of why time flies, my friend, because really it just feels like yesterday. I remember when we were starting the year and we were saying this is the year for elections, and we were thinking it's a long time before we pick it, but now it's even less than a month till we go kuchaguana. So I feel that for the first half of the year it has been fast. So for you, describe the first half of the year in one word. So number two, the second question is, by rating 1 to 10, did you move closer to your dreams and goals? So by rating 1 to 10, did you move closer to your dreams and goals 1 to 10? My previous video that I did, I was reviewing the goals that I had set for 2022, and so I kind of gauged how much have I achieved, how much have I not. And so gauging on that, I will say maybe you can give it a 6 out of 10, because some parameters or some categories or under which I had set these goals, I did pretty well. I've already achieved them, and some other parameters I've started working on them, and then there were other parameters which I have not even started on it. So gauging about it, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. And I also realize some of these parameters or goals, or is getting a job, getting an income, financial goals. So some of these I've really done well at it, because like career, the goal at the beginning of the year was to get a job. Now I have one. On financial start, I was to do a head start and start controlling my expenditure, research on investments, and so some of these parameters have really done well, and so that's why I give myself a 6 out of 10. Number three is, what were the highlights of the first half of the year? So like I said, I'm using these guided questions so that to better review my first half of the year. And yeah, so the third question is, what were the highlights of the first half of the year? So my highlights for the first half of the year was one, getting a job, and also getting a job that is near my daughter. So somewhere I'm able to see her as much as possible, as more regularly, and then yeah, of course, getting a job come with a paycheck. Uh, yeah, that has been quite a highlight. Yeah, having a salary. So number 4 is, what did you learn during the first half of the year? So what I've learned, like I said in the Time Flies My Friends video, is that you gotta do what you need to do. You gotta do. Time waits for no man. So do what you need to do instead of regretting later, because time waits for no man. Time will move anyway, so you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's what I learned. And also another lesson I can say is, don't let distractions get in your way. I realized I gave myself many excuses to not doing this. Like, for example, shooting the YouTube videos, I gave myself the most of excuses, like, let me settle in my job, let me get my own place, I had the most excuses, and so that gets in the way of achieving what you need to achieve. So don't let distractions get in your way, and you gotta do what you gotta do. So those are the main lessons I learned from the first half of the year. Question number 5 is, what is the one thing you're proud of about the first half of the year? So one, I can say maybe getting a job in the organization I'm working at. Yeah. Number 2 is being able to be closer to my daughter. That brings joy to me. Yeah, and to move into my own place. So that is also some things I'm proud of during the first half of the year. Number 6 is, what do you wish to improve in the second half of the year? So what I wish to improve in the second half of the year is, one, time management. Because I'm realizing why I felt the first half of the year was like crap so fast. Oh, it's because it's like I didn't manage my time well, so that's why I felt like the year just rushed. We are in July, and soon we'll be in August doing the elections, and then the next time it will be December. So managing my time, that is what will even make me realize that, yeah, at least. So the second half of the year, what I would wish to improve on is time management. So that is the review of the first half of the year. So what is my plan for the month July, and what is my plan for the second half of the year, January? So let's start with July. My plan for July. So I'm still using the guidance questions. So question number 1 is, what do I want July to be? In one word, what do I want July? Describe what I want July to be, and I want July to be effective. I want to execute, to perform, to get things done. And especially, I'm realizing this is especially on YouTube. I need to get those video shorts edited and uploaded. Yeah. Number 2 is, what are your top 3 goals for the month? So, what are your top 3 goals for the month? And I'll say for the month July is to shoot YouTube videos. Guys, when I tell you I've planned out my content, yes, I have done that. The only thing that is remaining is to shoot these videos, edit and upload content for you guys. So I'm really hoping that I get it out there. So that is why my top 3 goals is to shoot these videos and upload them. Number 2 is to review the first half of the year and plan it out. I think that I've already done, because the previous video we did a review, and also using the review I was able to better plan for because now I know what I need to do for the second half of the year, so that is already achieved. And the number 3 is to build up on my spiritual journey. So I recently found a church, and I'm planning on committing to it and to grow my my spiritual life, to grow it, make it stronger. So that is the goal I'll be working towards. So those are my top 3 goals for the month. Uh, and then, what are your mini goals for the month? And I just have a single mini goal for the month, and it's to read the Atomic Habits and make a summary. If you watched my previous video on me reviewing my goals for the year, I had set a number of books, 7 of them, which I would be reading for the year. I've read 4 of them, so the next book I'm to read is the Atomic Habits, and so before the end of July, I'm hoping that I'll be able to read this book and make a summary, and maybe give you and share with you the summary on the book. So, and then number 4 and 5, they are usually like a follow up to make sure that now you have planned how do you execute. And number 4 is to weekly break down the major and the mini goals. You now have to say when exactly are you going to do these mini and major and minor goals. So to weekly, for each week, there are 4 weeks in July, for each week to break down to put timelines on the goals. And number 5 is to put it on calendar and schedule it in action. So number 4 and 5 are usually a follow-up of the plan. So it's to weekly break down your major and mini goals, and number 5 to put it on calendar, have deadlines, and act on them. So that is the plan for July. We can say we have already started on them, shooting the videos, reading the Atomic Habits, building on the spiritual habits. I can say it's looking good. We have already reviewed the first half of the year and planned out for the second half of the year. So yeah, it's looking good. I'm hoping to give it a big tick, a 9 over 10, when I come to review the past month. So, what is the plan for the second now for the remaining 6 months of the year? What is my plan for the second half of the year, and what do I want my second half of the year? So, for this one is similar. I said what I want July to be is to be effective, to be performing, to execute, and that's the same thing. I want my second half of the year to be not to just say, but to act on them, to execute, to perform, to get things done. So that is, what do I want my second half of the year to be? To be effective, to be execute, to perform. Yeah. What are my top 3 goals for the second half of the year? For the second half of the year is to really work on my YouTube channel, achieve the goal set about YouTube, and to get monetized. And to get monetized is to get 1,000 subscribers, to get 4,000 watch hours, which you guys can help. So now that I'm here, please, if you haven't subscribed to me to this channel, please do like now and share it to your friends. Tell them to subscribe too, to help me achieve that goal. Now, number 2 is to hit my target. We are saying the top 3 goals for the second half of the year. So number 1 is to get monetized on YouTube, and that is to get 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours. And number 2, the second goal for the second half of the year is to hit my target about financial goals. So I've set financial goals, and I want by the end of the year to have hit the target on specific goals set under financial goals. And number 3, like I said on my previous video, when you review your goals, that you had set for yourself at the beginning of the year, you realize some of these goals have changed, and also you realize that you have more goals. And now my top 3 goals for the second half of the year, the third goal is to furnish my house. So guys, I'm in a house. I'm moving into my own place, but it's pretty much empty. It's looking nice, so sweet, but it's empty. So my top 3 goals, the that goal of the second half of the year is to fully furnish my house. So yeah, hoping so I'll be able to do that. And now, what are my mini goals for the second half of the year? So my mini goals is one, to read all the books that I have not read. Actually, it's just read the Atomic Habits. I think it's the Atomic Habits, Think and Grow Rich, and 4 Hour Week. Four, something like that. So those are the 3 books that I'm yet to read, and one is the Atomic Habits, which I've already started on it. So I'm really positive that I'll be able to achieve that goal. And the other mini goal is to learn to do makeup. Yeah. So about that, I'll need to start from the basic, getting the makeup kits, the makeup products. Yeah. I'll see how that will go. Yeah. So those are my mini goals for the second half of the year. So, and also now for the number 4 and 5 is to weekly break down my major and mini goals, and now and number 5 is to put it on calendar, schedule them out, set deadlines and action. So yeah, this is the review of the first half of the year, my plan for July, and as well my plan for the second half of the year. So I'm really not it's not really complicated. I'm loving that about my goals. They are not unachievable and realistic. They are things that I can actually do, and so that is really motivating me that I can actually achieve these goals. So yeah, hoping that I'll be able to achieve these goals. Yeah, so that is it. Thank you for watching my video. If you're new here, please remember to subscribe. Yeah, and share it with your friends and give it a big thumbs up. So until next time, bye.